6th of February 2025. Today is the State of the Nation address by President Cyril Ramaphosa. It's happening at 7 o'clock this evening, but certainly the SABC News got you covered throughout the day. We've got live build-up from 12 o'clock in the afternoon on all of our platforms, so you can definitely stay with us throughout the day, and we'll build up, we'll give you analysis all the way up until, of course, that actual address that happens at 7 o'clock, and then give you all of the analysis from both political parties and civil societies, as well as you, the public, as that address is complete later this evening. But right now, let's give you a little bit of background into where we're at as a country, and of course, what the whole parliament looks like now that there is a GNU in place. And of course, that's what the president is going to be delivering the State of the Nation address under, this new GNU. So if we have a look and see what it's like, President is set to deliver that 8th State of the Nation address. However, it's the first SONA of the 7th Democratic Parliament, and it's the first since the formation of the GNU. And of course, as you'll remember, last year that GNU was formed after the 2024 elections, where South Africa said they've had enough and they want to see a change, and that is what the change resulted in, that government of national unity. So this, of course, just to tell you what this State of the Nation address is all about, and I'm sure you know by now, but let's remind you, it's a joint sitting of the two houses of Parliament. This is where the President actually speaks about the state of South Africa. He also focuses on political, economic and social matters. And you'll remember Parliament burning down in a very unfortunate incident that we saw play out in front of our eyes. So the reason that it has moved to the Cape Town City Hall, and it has stayed there since I think 2022, is because of that. Parliament still in the process of being rebuilt, and many are asking, when is it going to be complete, if ever? So that's a sticking point, it is, but that's not changing. It's still at the City Hall. All right, let's now have a look a little bit more into what the political parties and the GNU, what that all looks like. So they comprised of these parties. The ANC, as you know, that's of course with the most seats in the GNU, that of course gaining those votes. Then of course the Democratic Alliance, and that's the one where we always look and think, oh my goodness, is this going to work? Isn't it going to work? Well, it seems to be working, and I think tonight we should see the president as well talking about all of this reform and being together as one GNU, and showing that there aren't any cracks in there, that they're all on one page, and very reconciliatory. That was what imagined a lot are expecting out of the president. Then of course we've got the Patriotic Alliance in there with I suppose it's one of the loudest members in our cabinet, that being in the form of Gayton McKenzie. He is a part of the PA. Then we've got the IFP, the Inkatha Freedom Party, and the Good Party as well. So let's have a look at the other ones that are within this GNU. And then just to wrap it up, here we go. The others are the PAC, the Pan-African Congress of Azania, the Freedom Front, plus United Democratic Movement, Al Jamaha, and Rise Mzansi. So those are the GNU partners, and certainly there's a lot to address in that. And I think one of them will be a couple of the bills, and we'll hopefully hear from the president as well with regard to some of the movements behind. Let's perhaps talk about the expropriation bill that was signed in. And that's, of course, some of the GNU partners being very vocal about that. And most importantly, also what's happening with our soldiers in the DRC. So there's a lot that we should be seeing coming from the president this evening. And I think a lot hoping those are some of the issues, but mostly I think people are hoping to hear how this is going to help their lives and their day-to-day lives. And that's why we're taking a very strong stance on the provincial and the municipal stand on all of this, and hoping to see what it is that people are feeling when it comes to their lives and what they would like to see changed and addressed this evening by the president.